Hello, I am Dr. Che and you are watching my YouTube channel. In this video, we will write a model essay number 1, and this is video number 2. This is second part of model essay 1, and this discuss both sides essay. And as you know, this is a essay writing course, and in particular for IELTS and TOEFL students, and in general for any English language exam. As you know, we are discussing, please subscribe to my channel, look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups, like and comment to encourage me, share with other students to help them, and subscribe to my channel to get more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading. Also, I have already covered vocabulary and grammar. It is already on my channel. Nowadays we are at writing. Press bell icon also to get next videos when I upload it. This is an overview of my essay writing course. As you can see, I have started from assessment criteria, task achievement, coherence, other criteria, then time management, how to plan essay, paraphrasing, introductions, conclusions, topics, sentences, many more videos. Then I would go for each type of in detail for each type of 8 essays. We are at discuss both and give opinion essay. I would write more than 15 model essays in my course, and I would complete. I would guide you step by step at every point so that you can learn at one place. Open playlist of my channel and watch complete course in order. Link is given below in the description box. As in first video, I would write a complete model essay and explain everything step by step. I would make some mistakes and just to test your knowledge. At the end, we would correct them together. That is a very good way to learn. So this is the question. You already know. Some people believe every human being can create art, and others believe that it is a special ability that we can create art. Discuss both sides and give your opinion. So this is general topic, specific topic I have already discussed. The first opinion, second opinion, and then this is brainstorming of my ideas. I have agreed with opinion 2. Then I started writing introduction. This is my introduction. Art has remained a part of human life, and then I have agreed with second opinion, and this is my first body paragraph. On the one hand, it could be claimed this is my first body paragraph. I have already written it. So now I would go for a second body paragraph. My second body paragraph is my own opinion. So opinion 2, body paragraph 2 is my opinion. In this case, I have selected opinion 2. I have agreed with opinion 2. So this would be my second body paragraph. Now I would go to my planning of my essay, where I have written what I would write in second body paragraph. In this body paragraph, I would talk about nature with special abilities, natural talent. People are born with abilities. They have special genes in their blood or in their body. They have mental capability. They are intelligent. They have skills. There are cognitive skills that people have to make to create an art of a work of art. Then I would, as you can see in the question, there was an example. There was mention of poetry, music, paintings. I have already given an example about painting, Mona Lisa, and I have now I would go for any music example. We can also talk about poetry or any other work of art. This was just a clue. We don't need to obligatory. This is not obligatory to write about these ones. So this is my rough sketch how I would write my second body paragraph. So first of all, I would need to write a transition. My first paragraph I have used on the one hand. So I would use in my second paragraph we can use on the other hand. But many students just like these transition signal on the one hand, on the other hand. So I would change a little bit. I would say, however, some IELTS trainers say that when we use on the one hand, we must use on the other hand in the second body paragraph, but this is not obligatory. You can change in second body paragraph, you can use however instead of on the other hand also. In this essay, I would discuss my own opinion also and others people opinion. Opinion number 2 also. Opinion number 2 was art can only be created by people born with a special ability. So I would start. However, I have already in my introduction. I have written I agree with those. So I would change a bit here. I side with those who argue that natural talent is mandatory, is required to create a work of art. So I would use some high level vocabulary here. Is prerequisite, it is necessary, prerequisite to be able to create any excellent work of art. Now I do need to use this is my topic sentence. Topic sentence is an overview, just like a headline of what I would say in my complete in my body paragraph. Then I would say that this is my topic sentence. Then I would go to my first idea. I would use some transition. I would use first and foremost in my first paragraph. I would use here firstly natural talent. So I am using a natural talent here and then repeating it again. This is not good. You can change. Firstly, as I have used natural talent already, I can also use the here. The natural talent would be fine. Natural talent is controlled by human genetics. First, I would say that natural talent, the ability to create art, is controlled by human genetics. And next, I would use a gerund to make my different grammatical form in my essay. Uh, sorry. Being able to create a masterpiece in any kind of art can only be possible. Now I am explaining what I mean by natural talent is controlled by human genetics, or natural talent is required to create an art. I am explaining a bit more to the examiner so that a reader or examiner could understand it easily. Being able to create a masterpiece in any kind of art can only be possible when someone has certain or particular types of genes those genes that control their skills to create a special kind of art. However, I side with those who argue that natural talent is prerequisite to be able to create any excellent work of art. Firstly, natural talent is controlled by human genetics. Being able to create a masterpiece in any kind of art can only be possible when someone has certain types of genes that control their skills to create a special kind of art. A special kind of a special, I would say, a special work of art would be better here, because kind I have already used here, would only be possible. Next is, we have to add some extra idea or other thing. No, here B, we don't need to use B with can only. Can if we use in this way, can be only possible. No, it is okay. Can be only possible when someone has certain types of genes that control their skills to create a special work of art. So the next would be, we would use, as I have told you about cognitive skills. As I am a doctor, I can use some of these terms. These are not uh, high level specific to my profession, but we can use these words. These are common words in English speaking, with English speaking native speakers. uh, Cognitive skills, which is an inborn trait, is also required for the creation of art. Now I am going to talk about cognitive skills, which are a trait by birth, is required to create for the creation of art. I have changed the language. This is called variation of language, lexical, so range of vocabulary. There is some error in this sentence. I would like you to correct the error in this sentence that is here. In this sentence, would you be able to correct the error? Let us know, let us see if you are able. And as this is my view, this is my opinion, I can use any of my personal pronouns, like in my opinion, in my view, in my view, in my opinion, in my view, only when there is an excellent and a natural coordination between our imagination and motor skills are that we can walk and talk and dance. These are motor skills. And motor skills to, or write also, or paint, these are motor skills. These are fine motor skills. To draw a painting, or to play a musical instrument, like the guitar After with guitar, with names of musical instrument, we must use the guitar, the piano. uh, can we can excel in a particular art. There is an error here. I would teach you what is error. In my view, only when I am using only when there is an excellent and natural coordination between our imagination and motor skills to draw a painting or to play a musical instruments like the guitar, we can excel in a particular art. I want to say that there should be an coordination between our imagination and motor skills. So these are cognitive skills that I am expanding my idea. And now I will give some more example. For example, or just to illustrate, you can say just to illustrate, uh, Michael Jackson was able to perform a high speed dance, or you can, instead of high speed, you can use any other adjective. I could not remember any good adjective here, so it would be better to use any other adjective here. High speed dance due to his ability to coordinate himself with the musical tones while performing the dance, his dance, no, while performing the dance. So this is just an example of cognitive skills, that there was a coordination between his motor skills and his imagination and his his natural talent. So these when they work together, he was able to dance, and this is of course dance is one of the works of art. Now my second body paragraph is complete. I have to go for conclusion. For conclusion, first of all, I need to write transition signal. Number two is give summary of ideas, main ideas, and next is give my own opinion again. In other words, my opinion, mention my opinion again, just for examine what my opinion was. So transition signal I would use in conclusion. We need to leave one space here. In conclusion, then comma, I would use this formula. Although plus opposite opinion, comma, the opinion I agreed with. Then I would use therefore, comma, and my opinion. This is a template of my a conclusion for this type of essay. This discuss both sides essays and give your opinion. Note it down. I'm going to remove it. In conclusion, as this sentence does not start with although, so a would be small. Although with continuous training, any human being, I am just giving opinion 1, that is opposite opinion, although plus opposite opinion, any human being might be able to create art it is the natural capability would be a better word, capability that enables an artist to stand out. This is very good. The second part is very good. It is the natural capability that enables natural capability that enables an artist to stand out. This is very good paraphrasing and very good. This is very different from the other sentence that I have used already. This is cleft sentence, the natural capability that enables. Look at the you can google what are cleft sentences, that would be helpful for you in your essay writing. Then I need to give my own opinion. Therefore I believe to become a successful artist, natural talent is mandatory or obligatory. Mandatory. So in conclusion, there are 2 errors. You would write them down. In conclusion, although with continuous training any human being might be able to create a work of art, it is the natural capability that enables an artist to stand out. Therefore I believe to become a successful artist, natural talent is mandatory. Okay, so you have written your complete essay. It has taken more time than normal because as I am teaching, I am writing step by step. So in real exam you should write in less than 40 minutes in IELTS and less than in 30 minutes in TOEFL, and you should adjust according to your own time if you are in any other exam or in university or college essay. So next we have to, after writing the essay, in last 3 to 5 minutes we have to proofread. For what? For main mistakes like spelling mistakes, subject, verb, agreement, punctuation, sentence fragments, and any other. Okay, we have to go proofread for mistakes. As I have told you, I would intentionally make some mistakes so that you can correct them. So our introduction was okay, there was no error there. And first body paragraph, on the one hand, when you are proofreading, you should read in quickly from introduction till the conclusion. Introduction, there is no art has remained, there is no error, we don't need to waste time here. On the one hand, it could be claimed that art can be created easily by everyone. This is okay. First and foremost, some people argue that basic training in any kind of art might enable any person to become a world renowned artist who can create a masterpiece. So there is an error here, world renowned. What is the error here? Would you be able to spot out? Because this is compound adjective, so we need to use hyphen here. If you want to see a complete video on how when we use a hyphen and when we don't use hyphen, go to the grammar course of my channel, and you can find there a complete video on use of hyphen. So in this sentence there was a problem with hyphen. And next, for instance, that is okay, comma, and then Mona Lisa. As you know, with famous works of arts and with famous buildings and these kind of things, we use article. As I have in my first in my grammar course, there are 4 classes on use of article. So go to the grammar course of my channel and look at the grammar section. Please don't write your essays before watching my vocabulary and grammar course. So we would use the, because this is a famous painting. For example, the White House, the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China. So we use the. The Mona Lisa, which is widely considered to be the peak of portrait art, was created by Da Vinci after training of just 2 years with his mentor. There is a problem here in these clauses, which is widely considered to be the peak of portrait art, was created. So this clause we need to decide, this is defining or non-defining. Defining is when we use defining is that is necessary, this is not extra, and non-defining is that some extra information. So one of the best ways to decide this defining or non-defining clause, we need to remove this clause and see what the other sentence makes sense or not. Let us remove. The Mona Lisa was created by Da Vinci after training of just 2 years with his mentor. That is okay. Now there is complete meaning, and that I have deleted was extra information. So with non sorry. So with non-defining relative clause, we use comma before and after that clause. Before and after that clause. Now it is okay. So if you don't know how to use a punctuation and what are defining and non-defining relative clauses, go to grammar course of my channel, and there is a free grammar course, more than 27 common topics. So go there and watch complete course before coming back to essay course. Furthermore, some claim that no high level of technical knowledge is required to perform such works of art. That is okay. And if anybody wants to draw a picture of a natural scenery, there is an error of spelling. Scenery is with E, not with A. Scenery. This was error. Unnatural scenery. I think that we don't need to use here a picture of natural scenery. So I think it is uncountable, so don't use. For like a landscape, with landscape there is a spelling error, we need to use E, landscape. Now it is okay, he can do it with excellence without any prior knowledge. Let us move to the next body paragraph. However, I side with those who argue that natural talent is prerequisite to be able to create any excellent work of art. That is fine. Firstly, natural talent is controlled by human genetics. That is fine. Being able to create a masterpiece in any kind of art can be only possible when someone has certain types of genes that control their skills to create a special work of art. That is fine. Cognitive skills is plural. there is a problem with this. Skills is plural, but I have used is. Cognitive skills is, that is wrong. And other is this one. This is a non-defining relative clause, so I have used comma before and after it, that is fine. But with the, this is subject verb agreement error. This is one of the common errors that student mistakes while writing under exam conditions. So cognitive skills, I would use plural verb are. And skills, which is no, which are. And instead of saying which are an inborn trait, we can also which are our inborn traits. We can use plural here, would be better, but it is also fine. So this was subject verb agreement error. In my view, only when there is an excellent and natural coordination between our imagination and motor skills to draw a painting or to play musical instrument like the guitar, we can excel in our particular. I have used inversion. This is with only one. When it is used in the start of a sentence, we have to use with the main clause, with the second clause after comma, we have to use inversion. If you don't know what is inversion, go to my grammar course and watch the complete video of inversion. What is inversion, how to make inversion, and how to use inversion. So this is like how we make make questions. Here we would use like do you work or do you study, something like that. We would use verb first, and then can we excel in a particular art. This is inversion. So you must learn what is inversion. This is a very good way to make complex sentences and to show examiner your knowledge of grammar. Now it is okay. Can we excel in a particular art? For example, Michael Jackson was able to perform a high-speed dance due to his ability to coordinate himself with the musical tunes while performing the dance. That is okay. That is fine. In conclusion, although with continuous training, any human being might be able to create art. It is the natural capability that enables an artist to stand out. What is problem here? I have used although at the start of sentence. When we use although at the start of sentence, and this is the main clause, this is the main clause, this is independent clause, and this is dependent clause. We have to use comma here to separate these two clauses. This was a grammatical error, and this is a big error. You will lose marks if you don't use them. Therefore, I believe to become a successful artist, natural talent is mandatory. There is spelling mistake. Mandatory is with o at this place. Mandatory. Okay, this is a very good way to learn how to write essays instead of just looking at tips and tricks and wasting your time again and again on YouTube videos. It is better to watch any complete course step by step and write every kind of essay. We have done proofreading. So after watching my course, essay writing course, you would be able to write very excellent and good essays. But remember, you need feedback from any IELTS expert. I am not convincing you to take my correction service, but you must take feedback from any true IELTS expert before taking the exam. This is mandatory. Don't waste your time, waste your money in taking the test again and again. So instead of this, just invest on your preparation and take writing correction service. I would start my own writing correction service in the last 6 months of 2021 because nowadays I am too busy. I would hire an IELTS expert from UK, that because we can divide our work, we can work together. A native English teacher and IELTS expert, we would both work together to provide you advanced, comprehensive and cheap writing correction service. This is my Facebook ID, this one. stay in touch with me if I can start this service earlier. uh, Also join my Facebook group to get more uh, to get more to get updates and is there any new information, or I also will post important posts on my Facebook groups. Join my Facebook group. Please subscribe to my channel and look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups. Like and comment to encourage me. Share with other students to help them. And subscribe to my channel to get more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening, reading also. Thank you very much.